أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way, Course 5, page 20, pointer B. Today we will study the Surah Al-Baqarah verses 137 and 138. We know the first juz has been divided in 4 quarters, and we are studying the fourth and the last quarter in this, and inshallah we will complete it after 2 lessons. The pages are 16 to 20. The 16th page is on the little finger of the left hand and the 20th page on the thumb of the left hand. Let's revise the pointers for the 16th page. Abrogation, don't questions, wish of the people of the book, paradise for Jews and Christians only. Abrogation, don't question, wish of the peoples of the book, paradise for Jews and Christians only. For the 17th page, the pointers are Jews and Christians fight among themselves. The injustice block mosque. Christians made a son for Allah. Ignorant says Allah talked to them. Once more, Jews and Christians fight among themselves. The injustice block mosque. Christians made a son for Allah. Ignorant says Allah talked to them. For the 18th page, the pointers are Jews and Christian will never be pleased. Bani Israel, remember the fair test of Ibrahim alayhi salam, house of Allah and the city. Once more, Jews and Christians will never be pleased. Bani Israel, remember the favor test of Ibrahim alayhi salam, house of Allah and the city. For the 90th page, the pointers are constructions of Kaaba and Dua, who will turn away from the religion of Ibrahim alayhi salam, instructions of Ibrahim and Yaqub alayhi salam, that nation passed away. Constructions of Kaaba and Dua, who will turn away from the religion of the Ibrahim, instructions of the Ibrahim and Yaqub, that nation passed away. Let's to see the brief pointers for the 16th page. Abrogation, question, wish, paradise. Abrogation, question, wish, paradise. For the 17th page, Jews and Christians, the injustice, Christians, ignorant. Jews and Christians, the injustice, Christians, and ignorant. For the 18th page, Jews and Christians, Bani Israel, Ibrahim alayhi salam, house of Allah. Jews and Christians, Bani Israel, Ibrahim alayhi salam, house of Allah. For the 19th page, the brief pointers are constructions, religion of Ibrahim, instructions passed away. Constructions, religion of Ibrahim, instructions passed away. Let's go for the 20th page. The first pointer is follow Ibrahim alayhi salam. Second, the ideals belief. And third is the dispute about Allah. And the fourth, most unjust is highest testimony. So today we will let's to keep them on the thumb of the left hand. Follow Ibrahim alayhi salam, the ideals belief. You dispute about Allah, most unjust is high testimony. Once more, follow Ibrahim alayhi salam, the ideal belief. You dispute about Allah, most unjust is high testimony. The brief pointers are follow Ibrahim alayhi salam, the ideal belief, dispute, injustice. Follow Ibrahim alayhi salam, the ideals, belief, dispute, and injustice. Let's study today. We study the second pointer of the page 20, that is ideal belief. Linked with previous verses, Allah asks us to present the correct concept of submitting to Allah. He continues that advice. So the today's first ayah is here. If somebody kindly recite it with translation. Okay, Sister Lambaga.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم فإن آمنوا بمثل ما آمنتم به فقد اهتدوا وإن تولوا فإنما هم في شقاق فسيكفيكهم الله وهو السميع العليم. For if they believe in the light of what you believe, then indeed they are rightly guided. But if they turn away, then they are only in dissension. So Allah will suffice for you against them, and He is the all-hearing, the all-knowing. صبغة الله ومن أحسن من الله صبغة ومن أحسن من الله صبغة ونحن له عابدون. Ours is the color, religion of Allah, and who is better than Allah at coloring? There is ordaining religion, and we are His worshippers.
Jazakallah khair, brother. Let's to identify the words in ayah. Fa is a harf, in is a harf, amanu. This wow alif is telling it's a verb of madi. Amana, four letters starting with hamza. So it's on the pattern of aslama, bab is if'al. B misli, B is a harf jar, misl is a ism, so jar majroor. Ma is a harf mausula, ism. Amantum. This tum is telling ism mazi verb. So amantum, aman, again the four letter amana, that is on the pattern of aslama, bab if'al. Bihi, again jar majroor. Faka, fa is a harf, kad is a harf. Ihtadu, this waw is telling it's a verb. Ihtada is a mazid fi verb. Waw is a harf, in is a harf. Tawallu, this waw alif telling this is a madi verb. Tawallu, tawalla, tawallu. Fa is a harf, inna is a harf, ma is a here as a ism. Fa innama is come as a one word. Hum is a zamir mean the ism. Fi is a harf, shikakin. This tanween mean the kasratan, that is telling that it's an ism. Fa is a harf, sa is a harf, ya yakfi. Ya is ilamat mudare, and ka is a zamir. Hum is also zamir. If we remove the fa, sin, and kaf hum, it become yakfi. Ya is ilamat mudare, so it's kafa, yakfi, ikfi is the verb. Waw is a harf, huwa is a zamir min ism, as-sami is a ism, alim, as-sami or alim is a compound, it's a sifa pair, it's a murakkabi tawsifi. The next is Sibgha. Sibgha is a ism. Allah is a ism jalala. So Sibatillah is a mudaf ilayh, mean it's a relation pair. Wawa is a harf, man is a ism. Ahsanu is on the akbaru, mean tafdil. It's a tafdil, ismi tafdil. Min is a harf, Allah ismi jalala. Sibghatan. Sibghatan, this is tanween. It is an ism. So let's go for waw is harf, nahnu is a zamir, mean it's again the ism. Lahu, la is a harf jar, who is a zamir, lahu is jar majroor, and then the abidun, all the waw noon letters they are ism, except those who have a ya or ta in the beginning. So here is no ta ya, so abidun is a plural of abid, and it's a masculine plural. And let's go for the lessons. Those who believe in Quran are rightly guided. If they don't believe, even after a logical explanation, it shows that they are in dissent. Take the color of Allah. Follow Allah's deen in your belief and actions and in all times and situations. Look, the new words 0, 0, 2, 1, 0 mean not more than one averaging in each line. So word for word and the phrase for phrase translation and explanation. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. فإن, so if, آمنوا, they believe, بمثل ما, in the like of what, amantum bihi, you have believed in. Amantum bihi, amantu bihi is to believe. Fakat, then indeed, ihtadu, they are rightly guided. Ihtadu from hada. Wa, and in if, tawallu, they turn away. Fa innama, then only, whom they are, fi shikak, in this nation. This nation means having opponent idea, opposite. Fasayakfikahum. Fa, so. Sa means soon. Yakfi mean will be sufficient. Ka, for you, hum, against them. So Allah will suffice you against them. Wa huwa, and he, as-samiul alim. It's again the sifa pair. We will say murakkab tawsifi. Fa innamahum, fa means thus, innama, indeed, or surely, whom, they, then they are only. So new word here is shakak. We will have the phrase hum fi shikak, hum fi shikak. The next word is fasayah fiha humullah. So we will have the phrase for it fasayah fika humullah, fasayah fika humullah. Let's to have the explanation. Bimisli ma'aman, to be mean, like the way you believe. This is the criterion, the standard, the reference for them and for us Muslims till the day of judgment. In all areas of belief, worships, and morals, or in the way we love and follow the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we should check our actions with the Sahaba. Sahaba Ikram mean the companion of the Rasul. That is an excellent criterion. If they don't believe in Islam, even after a logical explanation, it shows that they are in dissent, mean they just are opposing. You did your job well. Yakfika mean Allah will deal with them. And other place Allah says, Wallahu yasimuka minan nas, and Allah will protect you from the people. As-samiu mean listening to your talk and your talk regarding all these issues. Al-alim mean knows the intentions and the deeds. Let's to have a hadith here. It is narrated on the authority of Abu Hurairah that the Messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, faith has over 70 branches or over 60 branches. The most excellent of which is the declaration that there is no God but Allah. And the humblest of which is the removal of what is injurious from the path. And modesty is the branch of faith. So now it's your turn. Please kindly somebody read out it for translation. Okay, brother Lambaga.
فإن, so if آمنوا, they believe, بمثل ما, in the light of what آمنتم به, you have believed in, فقد, then indeed اهتدوا, they are rightly guided. وإن تولوا, that if they turn away, فإنما, then only هم في شقاق, they are in dissension. فسيكفيكهم الله, so Allah will suffice you against them. وهو السميع العليم, and He is all hearing, the all knowing.
Jazakallah, brother. Let's have the next ayah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Sibghata. Sibghata mean color. Allah. actually the religion reference. Waman and who ahsanu better min Allah than Allah siwatan at coloring. Wanahnu and we lahu to him abidun are worshipping. The new word is sibgha. We will repeat it for as a phrase. Sibghat Allah, Sibghat Allah. Let's to have the explanation. Take the color of Allah. When you color a cloth with a particular shade, then every thread of it takes the color. How can we have Allah's color? Quran and Hadith should go into our heart and mind. As a result, our belief, actions, dressing, talks, morals, and dealings should all reflect that we believe in and obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So kindly, if somebody recite it. Okay, brother Lambaga.
Religion was Allah. The color is the religion of Allah. وَمَنْ and who أحسن is better من الله سبحانه than Allah at coloring. وَنَحْنُ لَهُ and we are to him عابدون worshippers.
Thank you, brother. Let's do have the lesson, dua and plan. The lesson learned from these ayahs, those who believes in Quran are rightly guided. If they don't believe even after a logical explanation, it shows that they are in dissent. Take the color of Allah, mean follow Allah's deen in your belief and actions and in all times and situations. Let's to pray. Oh Allah, help us follow Islam just like the Sahaba did and save us from any deviation. And let's to make a plan. Inshallah, I will study Quran, Hadith, Sirah, and the life of Sahaba so that I can follow Islam the best way. Look, the Asma and Afal in this ayah, Hasan is the singular and Ahsan is the greater. Mean it's the field. It is a greatest level. Let's to have the three-letter sound verbs. Abada, yabudu, urbud. Abid, ma'bud, ibada. And badal is the root letter and bab is nasr. So abada, he worshipped. Abadu, they worshipped. Abatta, you worship. Abattu, I worship. Abattum, you all worship. Abadna, we worship. Ya'budu, he worships. Ya'buduna, they worship. Ta'budu, you worship. A'budu, I worship. Ta'buduna, you all worship. Na'budu, we worship. Ta'budu, she worships. Urbud, worship. Urbudu, worship you all. La ta'bud, don't worship. La ta'budu, don't worship you all. Abidun, worshipper. Ma'budun, the one to be worshipped. Ibadatun, to worship. Six keys are Abada, Yabudu, Urbud, Abid, Ma'bud, Ibada. And Badal is the root letter and Bab is Nasara. The next is the weak letters word. Kafa, Yakfi, Ikfi, Kafin, Makfiun, Kifayatun. Kafaya is the root letter and it is on the pattern of Hada. So Kafa, he was sufficient. Kafao, they were sufficient. Kafaita, you were sufficient. Kafaitu, I was sufficient. Kafaitum, you all were sufficient. Kafaina, we were all sufficient. Kafat, she was sufficient. Mudarij yakfi, he is sufficient. Yakfuna, they are sufficient. Takfi, you are sufficient. Akfi, I am sufficient. Takfuna, you all are sufficient. Nakfi, we are sufficient. Takfi, she is sufficient. Ikfi, be sufficient. Ikfu, be sufficient you all. La takfi, don't be sufficient. La takfu, don't be you all sufficient. Kafin, the one to be sufficient. Makfi, the one to be or to was sufficient. Kafaya, to be sufficient. 60. Kafa, yakfi, ikfi. Kafin, makfiun, kafayatun. And kafa, ya is the root letter and bab is fatah. Let's to see the verb on the pattern of mazid fi. Ihtada, yahtadi, ihtadi, muhtadin, muhtadan, ihtadaan. The next is tawalla, yatawalla, tawalla. Mutawallin, mutawallan, tawallin. Shaka, shaka, yashaku, shaki. Mushakan, mushakan, shikakun. So ihtada. Ihtada, he was guided. Ihtadu, they were guided. Ihtadaita, you were guided. Ihtadaitu, I was guided. Ihtadaitum, you all were guided. Ihtadaina, we were guided. Ihtadat, she was guided. Mudare. Yahtadi, he is guided. Yahtaduna, they are guided. Tahtadi, you are guided. Ahtadi, I am guided. Tahtaduna, you all are guided. Nahtadi, we are guided. Tahtadi, she is guided. Ihtadi, be guided. Ihtadu, be guided, you all. La tahtadi, don't be guided. La tahtadu, you all don't guide it. Muhtadin, guider. Muhtadan, the one to be guided. Ihtadan, to guide. Ihtada, yahtadi, ihtadi, muhtadin, muhtadan, ihtadaan. Here the root letter is ha, ha, dal, and ya. And the bab is iftial. The next is tawalla. Tawalla means he worship. Tawalla, he worship. Tawallu, they worship. Tawallaita, you worship. Tawallaitu, I worship. Tawallaitum, you all worship. Tawallaina, we worship. Tawallat, she worship. Yatawalla, he worships. Yatawalluna, they worship. Tatawalla, you worship. Atawalla, I worship. Tatawalluna, you all worship. Atawalla, we worship. Tatawalla, she worship. Tawalla, worship. Tawallu, worship you all. La tatawalla, don't worship. La tatawallu, don't worship you all. Mutawallin, the worshipper. Mutawallin anhu, the one to be worshipped. Tawallan, the. It's have another meaning also. Tawalla, to turn round. Tawalla, he turned round. Tawallu, they turned round. Tawallaita, you turned round. Tawallaitu, I turned round. Tawallaitu, you all turned round. Tawallaina, we turned round. Tawallat, she was turned round. Yatawalla, he is turned round. Yatawalluna, they are turned round. Tatawalla, you all turned round. Tatawalla, I turned round. Tatawallana, you are all turned round. Tatawalla, we are turned round. Tatawalla, she is went. Yes, turn away mean went away, removed. Then Shaka, he discord. Shaku, they discord. Shakatas, you discord. Shakatu, I discord. Shakatum, you all discord. Shakatna, we discord. Shakat, she discord. Yushaku, he discords. Yushakuna, they discord. Tushaku, you discord. Aushaku, I discord. Tushakuna, you all discord. Nashaku, we discord. Tashaku, she discord. Shakin, discord. Shaku, discord you all. La Tushaki, don't discord. La Tashak, don't discord you all. Mushakin, discorder. Mushakan, that one to be discorded. Mushakatun, to discord. Shaka, Yushaku, Shakin, Mushak. Mushakan, Mushakatun. It also come on the pattern of Shakik, Shakaku, La Tushakik, La Tushakaku, Mushakin, Mushakan, Shikakun. The six is a Shaka, Yushaku, Shakin, Mushakin, Mushakan, Mushakatun. The root letter is Shakaf, Chin Kaf, Kaf, and Bab is Mufala on the pattern of Hasaba. Let's do see the grammar. A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Welcome to understand Al-Quran the easy way, course 5, page 20, pointer B, grammar. Today we will study Asma'i Khamsa, the 5 nouns. Let's do start. Afali Khamsa, before that, see the action of lam. Yaf'aluna, the lam come, it chop the noon, it become lam yaf'al. Taf'aluna, lam act, chop the noon, become lam taf'al. When it become yaf'alani, lam will chop the noon, it will become lam yaf'ala. It is not lam yaflu, it's wrong. It should be lam yaf'ala. Yaf'alani, again the noon is chopped, lam taf'ala. It is not taf'al. Lam taf'alina, noon which are, it become lam taf'ali. Lam taf'ala, lam taf'al. Yaf'ala, lam taf'ala, lam taf'ali. The chopper word drops none of these 5 words, such verbs are called afal khamsa, the 5 words. They are classified in this way for us to remember the above change. Note again that the 5 verbs, they are yafalane, the plural is yafaluna. Tafalane, the plural is tafaluna. And the 5th one is tafalina. So these are called 5 afal khamsa. Afal mean the verbs. 5 mean, khamsa mean 5. Yafalane, yafaluna. Tafalane, tafaluna. Tafalina. It's the feminine. So these are called afale khamsa because when the choppers come, they chop their noon. They become yafala, yafalu. Tafala, tafalu. Tafali. That is the action of the choppers. Look, another example. Yakulane. The plural will be yakuluna. The next one will be takulane. And plural will be takuluna. And the feminine will be takalina. Takulina. Yakulane, yakuluna, takulane, takuluna, takulina. Let's have another example. Yukazibane. The plural will be from yukazibane, yukazibuna. From tukazibane, tukazibuna. For the feminine, we will have tukazibina. Tukazibina is a singular. So asma'i khamsa. These were the afali khamsa. Now we have a asma'i khamsa, mean the 5 nouns. They are abu, akhu, hamu, fu, and zu. They are called asma'i khamsa. So we have 5 afali khamsa. We have 5 asma'i khamsa. We have 5 mufaili khamsa. We will see in the same today. Abu Zaidin mean the father of Zaid. Akhu Zaidin mean the brother of Zaid. Hamu Zaidin mean the father-in-law in Zaid. Fu mean the mouth. So look, the changes in these 5 asma'i khamsa. Abu, the waw is the sign of raf. Aba, the alif is sign of nasb. Abi, abi is the sign of jar, ya. Same we have the next one is hamu, raf, because waw is there. Aba, it's nas because alif is there. Hami is a jar because ya is there. Same way, akhu, raf because waw is there. Akha, alif is there, so it's a nas. Akhi, ya is there, so it's a jar. Let's have fu, it's a raf because waw is there. Akha, it's nas because alif is there. Fi, ya is at the end, so it's a jar. Same way, zu, waw is there, so it's a nas. Za, alif is there, so it's a nas. Z, ya is there, so it's a jar. So when they come abu, hamu, akhu, fu, zu, they all are raf. When they come with alif, aba, hama, akha, fa, za, they are nas. When they come with ya, abi, hami, akhi, fi, zi, they are jar. So this is called the i'rab with letters, because the i'rab one comes with the harka, that is damatan, dhamma, fatatan, fatah, and kasratan, kasra. But here this is letters, wow, alif, ya. So they are called i'rab with letters or i'rab with haruf, bil haruf. So they are 5 in number. Let's to have their 3 change form. Look, the Abu Zaidun, when it come like this, Haza Abu Zaida, it is rough because waw is there in Abu. Ra'aytu Aba Zaida, Aba has come in nas because it have alif. Sametu min Abi Zaida. Abi ya is there, so it's a nas. Oh, it's a jar. Let's have another example. That is Akhu Zaida. See the three form. Haza Akhu Zaida Raf, because Akhu is having vaw. Ra'aytu Akha Zaida. Akha has a alif, so it's a nas. Sametu min Akhi Zaida. Akhi have a ya, so it's a jar. Don't see the Z. Z is a mudaf ilay, so it's always majhul in all the three cases. But Akhu Raf, Akha nas, Akhi jar. Let's have the Hamu example. Hamu Zaid. The example is Haza Amu Zaida. Amu, wow is there, so it's a rough. Ra'aytu Hama Zaida. Hama, alif is there, so it's a nas. Sametu min Hami Zaida. Hami, ya is there, so it's a jar. Let's have another. Zul Jalal. Zu, wow is there. Let the example. Allah Zul Jalal. Zu, wow is there, so it's a rough. Dawatu Jalal. Za, alif is there, so it's a nas. A'uzu bizil jalal, bizi, ya is there, so it's a jar. Fu, take the example. Haza fu zaidin, fu, wow is there, so it's a rough. Raitu fa zaida, it's a not because alif is there. Al halwatu fi zaidi, fi ya is there, so it's jar. So we talked about the Asma'i Khamsa, and they were what? Abu, Akhu, Hamu, Fu, and Zu. Let's do see their example in Quran. Zu. Zu is a rough. Example, Wallahu Zul Fadlil Azim. Zu. Wow is there, so rough. Za. Let's have example. Kalu ya zal kurnain. Za. Alif is there, so it's nas. Have the Z example. Wal Quran allazi zikri. Z, ya is there, so is jar. Let's have the next example of Abu. Abu, example is wa abawna shaykhun kabir. Abuna, wow is there, so it's rough. Abba, this is alif example. Ma kana Muhammadun aba ahadun min rijalikum. Abba, alif is there, so it's nas. Abi, example. Tabbat yada abi lahabin wa tab. Abi, look, ya is there, so it's jar. Let's have the example of Akhu. The Kala inni ana akhuka. Akhuka, look, wow is there, so raf. Akha example. Summa arsalna Musa wa akhahu Haruna bi ayatina. Akhahu, akha, alif is there, so it's raf. Oh, sorry, nasb. Akhi. Wa awhayna ila Musa wa akhihi. Akhihi, see akhihi, ya is there, so it's jar. Fu. In Quran, we have only one example from this. That is of fa. There is no example of fu and fi. Only fa have. Kabasit kafihi ilal ma'ili yablaghu fahu. Fahu. Look, fa. Alif is there. It's a nasb. And no jar. Hamu. There is no example of hamu in the Quran. Hamu, hama, hami, no example. So let's to have the workbook. These are the questions answer you can find in the book. Let's to go for the translation. فَإِنَّمَا فِي شِقَاقٍ. What is the meaning of فَإِنَّهُمْ? Then only they are in dissension. فَسَيَكْفِكَهُمُ اللَّهُ. So Allah will suffice you against them. Sibghatillahi mean the color or religion of Allah. Let's have the plural and singular. Ahsanu. The tafdeel is Ahsan mean increase. Let's have the six verbs, mean the six keys. Abada, yabudu, obud, abud, mabud, ibada. From kafa. Kafa, yakfi, ikfi, kafin, makfiyun, kifat. Ihtada. Ihtada, yahtadi, ihtadi, muhtadin, muhtadan, ihtadan. From tawalla. Tawalla, yatawalla, tawalla, mutawallin, mutawallan, tawallan. Shaka from. Shaka, yashaku, shakin, mushakin, mushakan, shikakun. So what are the khamsa afal and why it is called this name? Afal khamsa means five verbs. They are yafalane, yafaluna, tafalane, tafaluna, tafalina. They are called so for this name as the chopper word. Noon of them is chopped. What are the asma khamsa and what is the special about them? Asma Khamsa are here Abu, Hamu, Akhu, Fu, Zu. The special thing about them is that the way they change their forms in the three different states means Raf, Nasjar with Waw, Alif, and Ya. Underline the Asma Khamsa in the verses given below and write its status too. Tabbat yada abi lahbim watab. Here the abi is the Asma Khamsa and it is in jar because Ya is there. Kalu ya zal kurnain. Yaza is the Asma Khamsa and look there is alif so it's nas. Wa abawna sheikhun kabir. Abawna is the Asma Khamsa and it's a vaw so it's a raf. Kala inni ana akhuka. Akhuka. Here it is Asma Khamsa and it's vaw so it's raf. Wazal wal Qur'ana zil zikri. Z. Here this Z is the Asma Khamsa. And Ya is there, so is Jar. Today we will study Mafail Khamsa. Look, we had Afal Khamsa, we had Asma Khamsa. Now we are having the third thing, that is Mafail Khamsa. Mafail means plural of Maf'ul. Mafail Khamsa is Maf'ul bihi, Maf'ul fihi, Maf'ul ma'hu, Maf'ul li'ajli, ya Maf'ul lahu. It is also called lahu and Maf'ul mutlaq. Let's see each one. The Maf'ul bihi is a ism mansub getting effect of the verb. Look, daraba Hamidun Zaida. Daraba, hit it. Who hit it? Hamid. To whom? Zaidan. So here the doer is Hamid. Who is getting the effect of hitting? Zaid. So Zaid is a maful. It is called maful bihi. Let's have an example. Arsalna fikum rasulan. Arsalna. It's a verb. We send. Mean file and fail both are here. Rasulan is a nas. So it's a maful bihi. So maful bihi is a maful which follow the fail and file. And it is in nas. The next is maful fihi. Maful fi, the word used is zarf zama and zarf maka. What are the zarf zama? The time showing words, just like saatun or yawmun, day, asbun, week, ams, the past day, shahr, mean the month, sana, mean this year, saban, mean morning, laylan, mean night, zahrun, the noon, Gadan, the past, the past, Gadan, past day, Ams mean coming day. So they all are telling the time. So they are called Zarfisma. What is Zarfe Makan? They show the place. Just like Januban, mean on the south, Shmalan on the north, Yasarun, right side, Yemen, left side, Fauka, above, Tahta, below, Amama, in front, Wara, behind, Bayan, between. So these all are called zarf zama and makan. If any word comes in the sentence, that is called maf'ul ma'hu. And what's about the maf'ul ma'hu? That was maf'ul fihi. This is maf'ul ma. Isme mansoob which follow that which give the meaning of a with, mean a wow. Look, ja hamidun wa zaidun. Here we see the after wow there is a zaid in a mansoob. Hamid came with the zaid. Look the next. Kharajal rajlu wa tuflu. The man and the boy they went out. But in the same way, kharajal rajlu wal tufla. Tufla, it have a nas. When it have nas, its meaning is the man went with the child. The vow here give the meaning of with. So this is called maful mahu. Just see the next. Jalasul muallamu wal talibu, mean the teacher and the student they sat. But when we write jalasal muallimu wa taliba, here the vow doesn't mean and, it means with. Mean the teacher sat with the student. Dakhalat Fatimatu wa Aishatu, mean Fatma and Aisha they both entered. But when we say Dakhalat Fatimatu wa Aishata, we give it a nas. Then the vow does not have a meaning of hand. It have the meaning of with. Mean the Fatma sat with the Aisha. Waqful akhu wa ukhtu, mean the brother and sister they stood. If I say waqful akhu wal ukhta, after wow if I write ukhta mean the mansub, then it become the maful mahu, mean the brother sit with the sister. The next is mafule li ajlehi or maful lahu. It have two words. It is a masdar mansub which describe the reason of a verb. Just like waqfatu, I stood, ihtiraman laka, in your respect. Mean I am standing in your respect. So this ihtiraman is a masdar giving the meaning of reasoning. Why you are standing? For the respect. Jetu raghbatun fil ilmi. Jetu, I came. Raghbatun, in the love of fil ilmi, the knowledge. I came for the interest of the knowledge or love of the knowledge. Ittaqullah, be afraid. Taman fi ridahu, in his agreement or in his willing. Be afraid of Allah due to his will. So this masdar is shown by double fatah. Ihtiraman, raghbatan, tama'atun. They come for the explanation or giving the reason of use of them. So that is called maful ijlehi and maful lahu. The next is maful mutlaq. If in some sentences masdar of the same word comes, it is called maful mutlaq. It gives the emphasis on, just like jalastu jalusna. Jalusna, it's a masdar from the jalasa. Jalastu, I said. Jalusna, as it is said, or at it is desired to be. Mean it's a masdar original. I sat as its right of sitting, or I sit as it is sitting way. Or at time, instead of the same verb masdar, a masdar come which have the same meaning of that. Just like jalastu, I said. Kaudun, kaudun mean sitting again. Jalusna, sitting. So both masdar have same meaning. So the meaning translation will be same. I sat as its right of sitting, or I sit as its sitting way. So this is called mafule mutlaq. When a masdar of the same verb come or having the same verb meaning comes, then it is called mafule mutlaq. It gives the emphasis. It comes for the emphasis. So the summary is that mafaile khamsa, mafule bihi, which gets effect of a verb. Maf'ul fihi, which tells the place or time of an act. Maf'ul ma'hu, which follows waw and gives the meaning of accompanying. Maf'ul mutlaq, the masdar giving feeling, stress or number, and it is of the from same verb or having the same verb meaning. Maf'ul lahu or maf'ul ijlihi, which tells about reason of an act. So these are the file mafail khamsa. So today we studied the file file khamsa, that was yafalane, yafaluna, tafalane, tafaluna, tafalin. Then we studied the asma'i khamsa, abu, akhu, hamu, zu, fu. And then we studied mafail khamsa. Mafail khamsa is maf'ul bihi, maf'ul fihi, maf'ul ma'hu, maf'ul mutlaq, maf'ul lahu, or maf'ul li ijlihi. Lahu has another name, li ijlihi. Let's have a few questions. Class, wa in tawallu mean, but if they turn away. فَإِنَّمَا هُمْ فِي شِقَاقٍ, then only they are in dissension. فَسَيَكْفِكُهُمُ اللَّهُ, so Allah will suffice you against them. Sahaba is an exact idea for us in all areas of belief, the morals, the worship, and the social life. All are correct. Faith has over 70 branches, over 50 branches, over 20, 60. It has 70 or 60 branches. Sibghatillah, the color or the religion of Allah. Take the color of Allah, mean follow Allah's deen in belief, actions, times, and situation. All correct. Fi'l amr of kafa is ikfi. The name of action of tawalla is tawallin. Fi'l mudari of shaka is yushaku. The example for 3 verbs from 5 verbs is yafalane, tafaluna, tafalina. How many asma'i khamsa are there? 5. Example of nas state for akh is raitu akha. Example of raf state for fam is haza fu zaidin. Example of jar state for ham is sametu min hami zaidin. Translates hamu zaidin, father-in-law of Zaid. Hal ra'aytum akha zaidin? Na'am ra'ayna akha zaidin. Hal tasma'una min abi zaidin? Nam nasmi'u min abi zaidin. Translate tabbat yada abi lahab. May the hands of Abu Lahab be ruined. Translate Wallahu zul fadil azim, and Allah is the possession of great bounty. 7 homeworks you know. Let's go for the prayer. Subhanakallahumma wa may Allah help us to recite, understand, ponder, implement, propagate, and memorize the Quran. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Allahumma ighfir lana qabla al-maut warhamna inda al-maut wa la tu'azzibna ba'da al-maut wa la tuhasibna yawm al-qiyamah innaka ala kulli shay'in qadir. So we have completed today's lesson. If you have any questions,